In some cases, applying these skills does not result in complete abstinence and happily ever after, but in most cases, it does result in a better life for you and in sobriety for your drinker. The happily ever after is up to you and your loved one to create. To keep their discussion uncluttered, the authors primarily refer to drinkers for the rest of the book rather than to drinkers and drug users. The material is equally applicable to both groups, although extra caution should be taken in cases where the user's lifestyle is centered around violence and criminal activity. A note from Bob Meyers. For the past 27 years, I have devoted my professional life to the study and treatment of substance abuse. As you might suspect, my interest in this area comes from personal experience. I grew up in a household that was dominated by alcohol abuse. In my home, it was my father who drank. As far back as I can remember, our family life revolved around his drunks and my mother's efforts to get him sober. As you can imagine, life was no picnic. I watched my mother suffer. She yelled, nagged, pleaded, and threatened, all to no avail. My dad continued to drink, and I escaped by joining the Navy at 17. Sadly, when my mother died at the young age of 45, my dad was still drinking. She never realized her dream of a normal life with him. I have always felt that his drinking somehow contributed to her early death. My goal as a scientist and clinician is to help other families avoid the pain that mine has suffered. Although my mother was blessed by the support and comfort she found in Al-Anon meetings, she was never able to achieve her most cherished goals of getting my father into treatment and getting him to stay sober. It is to her and the millions of other families that are tortured by substance abuse that my work and this book are dedicated. Most substance abuse treatment programs are designed for the individual who is ready to give up his or her substance use. That is, most programs operate on the assumption that the individual has already decided that clean and sober are more attractive than getting high and is now entering treatment to find out how to achieve that goal. If this were true, which it is not, the success rate of these programs would be much more impressive than they are. As it stands, most users refuse to enter treatment, and of those who do, most drop out after just a few sessions. Part of the reason for this is that many of the people who enter treatment are there through coercion, court-ordered or threatened with divorce or abandonment, for example, and not because they see a personal benefit to participation. They make the appropriate noises but remain in denial about how their drinking or drug use is preventing them from enjoying a more satisfying life. Thus, they quickly drop out and return to their treatment-resistant stance. What has been missing from the treatment field are programs to teach those of us who love drinkers and drug abusers to help them see the benefits of treatment, to help them be ready for and open to change. Historically, there have been few options for those individuals seeking help for treatment-resistant loved ones suffering from substance abuse. Most treatment options either focus exclusively on helping the concerned family members take care of him or herself, or helping him or her talk the user into treatment. In fact, there have been very few programs designed to teach family and friends, we call them Concerned Significant Others or CSOs, how to encourage their substance abusers to enter treatment. Moreover,